What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Anime Devil Hunter, and I hope everyone's having an awesome day. Now, today we're gonna be trying something out a little new. I actually just recently finished Hell's Paradise last week. In case you don't know what that is, that's a series the creator of Ayashimon Kaku just previously worked on and completed. It's amazing. I definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and check that out. But yeah, guys, I just finished Hell's Paradise, and I've been actually reading Ayashimon ever since it started being serialized. And so I thought it'd be cool to do a little experiment and try and see how well an Ayashimon review does on the channel. Actually, I've not been seeing too many people review Ayashimon aside from my buddy Pirate Hunter Anime. Definitely go ahead and check him out. But yeah, guys, I thought it'd be a cool idea to go ahead and bring something new to the channel, considering this is a new year. Ayashimon's been pretty good so far. I love Hell's Paradise, and I want to show Yuji Kaku some love. So that being said, we are about to get straight into this review. If you are new to Anime Devil Hunter, welcome. Here on this channel, we cover all sorts of awesome anime and manga content, weekly reviews, character explain videos, ability explain videos, and all that fun stuff, ranging from a whole bunch of series: Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Demon Slayer, Black Clover. We just recently got Black Clover on the channel. We're gonna be adding some more Black Clover content. So yeah, if you want all that fun stuff, just definitely subscribe and join the channel. Drop a like if you end up enjoying the video, and comment down below and let me know what you thought of the chapter. And with that being said, let us begin. So we start the chapter off with the guy Maro just saved. I believe it was about a chapter or two ago. He saved him. He beat his boss, and yeah, he decided to join the team. And now he goes around calling Maro and Urara big bro and big sis. So we're in this, I believe, abandoned building, and he gets into the room and he calls out to Urara and he tells her, okay, he's brought something good. He's brought some lunch, something to drink, and a whole bunch of stuff, to cool down after the big battle Maro just had. It's not really a big battle, but to celebrate his victory, I guess. And Urara's like, that's good. He then goes on to ask Urara, what do you think? How you like the place? And Rao's like, there's no way in hell I'm sitting in an abandoned bar. What you think? But for now, she guesses it's not a bad hiding spot. And she then comments on how the underlings, the boss Morrow just defeated, how they help clean up the place and whatnot. And she tells them that she actually appreciates it. And the guys are like, oh, sure, don't worry about it. And they're like, with the boss and stuff, they don't have really much to do. So, I mean, they might as well help out. And Morrow isn't doing shit either. Ura then says, I guess Shinjuku isn't a completely lost cause if it has such manly Ayashimon like you guys are on. She's gassing them up and whatnot. And you got the I don't know, pig or dog looking Ayashimon smiling and whatnot. I guess he's blushing. And he's like, yeah, sure. And Ura does the complete 180 when she sees a small speck of dust. Like, do you guys don't know how to clean? Like, what the hell is this? Like, is this what you call clean up the place? And they're like, well, someone's a bit bipolar. And then she says to them, that's what you say, I'm sorry, elder sister. And then Dayashimon goes on ahead and says it. And the guy that calls Urara and Maro big bros, like, he looks way happier about the scolding, which is a bit weird. I don't know, like, do Ayashimon, like, I mean, I guess it's safe to say they feed off of negativity. The dude commented he looked way happier when she cut his ass. I don't know. Anyways, the kid goes on to ask Urara, where's Maro? And she's like, oh, Maro, he's over there reading Weekly Jump. And in all honesty, let me put it like this. Maro's act with the whole being a super big manga reader fan has been a bit annoying. I mean, I like it, but it's starting to be a bit annoying to some people. But this chapter, it became a little bit more refreshing, like seeing his whole reaction, because Maro is a spitting image of us. Like, when we get the early scans, when we read Jump on Sunday, and we get all these hype moments, and we just start going crazy. Or like when we're just like binging a manga, and we can't get our eyes off of it. We're exactly like Maro. Moving on, Noraro then comments on how Maro's been reading manga for over 12 hours, and the kid's like, 12 hours? But she's just happy he's keeping out of trouble. Noraro was talking about Maro like she's his little brother or something. That one badass little brother who just been going on a tear the whole entire day. But you put on some cartoons and he can't get his eyes off the TV. He's just focused, and you're just happy. Like, as long as he isn't doing anything too crazy, you don't care what the hell he does. But yeah, Murad then goes on to talk about how catching on to the Burrow eyes can be a bit annoying, and it's a good idea that they stay low. And she looks at Amaro, who's just got hyped at some part, and she's like, oh, he smiled. And The kid's like, oh, maybe he's at an exciting part. And Maro just gets up and goes crazy. He's like, ah, that was so cool. I should have bought the next volume. And then he goes on to say, I'm gonna go get it now. Elder sister, give me some money. Well, Maro just acting like a kid right now. But you know, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Moving on, the Ayashimon says to Maro, he wouldn't go outside right now if he was him. We then look at what's going on outside, and we see a whole bunch of men in some suits, you know, patrolling the streets. Got the streets on lockdown. The Ayashimon then goes on to say there are a whole lot of those types loitering around, especially for the midday. And the kid's like, ah, yeah, Ayashimon, they don't like being out while the sun is up. Something must be up if this many suits are wandering around. Man, oh man, the next part of the chapter had me really shocked, considering I didn't expect this to be happening this early. But you know, Yuji Kaku gotta come in swinging, trying to make sure Ayashimon stay here for a while. Ora then goes on to point to Maro that they're from the Enma Syndicate, and then she recalls we're gonna call him the cop dude, even though he seems pretty cool. We don't got a name for him yet, or there probably is a name for him, I just don't remember. She recalls that the Moyo agent from before must have leaked the word to them, and that she doesn't know how much they figured out, but if they catch on to them, there's a high chance that Hashimi Hime is in danger. Tongue twister right there. The kid then goes on to say to Urara, it's no big deal. He's sure that there's nothing to worry about. They're just probably checking on each other, and if anybody does anything flashy, it'll trigger a war, and even the Enma Syndicate wouldn't be stupid enough to do something like that, you know. We then turn to the next part of the chapter, and somebody's getting tortured, and this is girl. And she's torturing some dude. I believe she's trying to get answers and whatnot. And she says to him, okay, it's nothing personal, but she just wants to know if he knows Urara and Maro. And the dude's like, I never seen those people in my life. I don't know if he's not trying to rat. I don't know if he's just being honest, but man, she wasn't playing no game. She just goes on to destroy his whole entire body and turn him into some money. And he's like, wait, I'm still alive. He's like, wait, why the hell am I still alive? I thought you killed me. And she's like, wait, take him to my lab. I want to play with him. And he's like, wait, what the hell? And he just tells her, like, you know, I got her back on me. You know, this is going to start a war. And then she says to him, what? Excuse me? Did you somehow think we weren't at war already? And I guess that guy must be new if if he doesn't know what's really going on. We then turn to the next part of the chapter, and somebody else is getting tortured or interrogated, trying to figure out if they know the location of Maro and Urara, and I guess he doesn't know Aiza, and he gets broken in half. We then turn to the next part of the chapter, and we turn to this old man who's interrogating someone else. And he asks him, does he not know who these two people are in the photo? And he's like, I swear I don't know. And he looks like he's been through hell already. I mean, the man's bleeding, he's sweating like crazy. And then the old dude says to him, if I recall, you're backed by the Beastars Club, correct, right? Assemble all of them at once, set them as an example. So I like to call them right hands, or who knows, they're probably not right hands, but they're probably just given the task of interrogating. And man, these dudes do not play. It seems like Yuji Kaku's setting up for some big stuff pretty early. I won't be surprised if we're at a gang war by chapter 30. Alright, so next part of the chapter, we picked off where the kid and Urara are talking. The kid says to Urara, why don't we just all go back inside, you know, just keep our heads low, stay quiet, and, you know, just all blow away. And as they approach the stairwell, they see Doppo. Doppo's coming up the steps, and he's like, oh, Doppo's face is just hilarious, you know. And in all honesty, I did not expect, like, my reaction to read this was like, what the fuck? Like, we're doing this early, like, we're doing this shit right here and now, like, this is crazy. You could just look at Urawa's reaction. Urawa's like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? Like, there's no way I expect them to catch us this early. Like, what the hell? And Doppo's face is like, ah, bingo. Exactly who I was looking for. Moving on, Doppo says to his subordinate, oh, whoa, Ongaiko, your mirror is like 100% accurate. And he's like, you honor me, sir. I guess he's trying to be humble. Urawa, in complete shock, is like, who are you? And Doppo's like, oh, nice face, you fake ignorance as well. You got a brain in that little head of yours. And he goes on to form a camera with his fingers and says, yeah, I think you'll make a pretty piece. You know, Doppo's into making head sculptures out of his enemies. Not killing them, but turn them into sculptures. And he introduces himself to Urara and says, hello, I'm Doppo Akari, second chairman of the Enma Syndicate. And Urara's like, Enma Syndicate, second chairman? And Maro just like watching everything that's going on, pretty unfazed, but You know, just trying to keep a close eye on things before things get too out of hand. You know, that's what he's there for. And the kid is like, you know, the kid that's with Urara and Maro, he's panicking. He's like, aha, Dopo Akiri. He immediately gets down and bows. He's like, you're kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. What a way to dishonor yourself, if I do gotta say. And he says, I don't know what I did, but whatever, I'm sorry. Urara's like, my goodness, how intimidating. Could you please not scare us so much? We were only here to view the premises, that's all. Dope was like, yeah, gotcha. Like, I'll buy the bullshit. He then says to Urara, but play with me a second, okay? Look over there. I'll park my car down there. It's my favorite Cadillac. And Urara looks at the car. She's like, your car? And Dope was like, yeah, I was super picky about its interior too. And we then see Hashimi Hime. I don't know if I said that right. And she's been kidnapped. Dopo then says to Urara, what do you think? I didn't deck it out nicely yet. And Urara is completely shocked. She's, you can just tell by the look of her face that, you know, this isn't going too well. And Dopo just looks at her like, bingo, that's what I like to see. Dopo then says to her, I figured something was up. Bring the other cars around. We're taking them. And Dopo's henchmen going to knock out some of the Ayashimon. The kid immediately panics and turns back into his Ayashimon form, and he grabs onto Urara's dress and says, you're riding with me. And she's like, wait, hold on a second. But right in the middle of this, Maro pops up and he says, wait a second, you smell funny. And you know, he cracks his neck and whatnot, and he immediately punches Dopo in the face. And he says to Dopo, yo, don't go touching her like that. And this is what I like to see, you know. For the longest, Maro has just been boring to me. I know we're only 7 chapters into the series, but we gotta get a little bit, you know, we gotta get something from him, you know, some badass moment, something to be like, all right, this guy's more than just being a manga weeb. So yeah, Maro punches Dopo, but at the time it seems like Maro lands a direct hit on his face, but Dopo manages to dodge Maro's attack or blocked it, and we see him grabbing onto Maro's hand. I don't know how he did that. Maybe he has some kind of technique that lets him, I don't know, I don't even know how the hell he pulled that shit off. But yeah, Maro was just like, wait, how the fuck did he, like, I thought I hit him, like, what the fuck is going on? Dope was like, wow kid, impressive, you feel inhumane, but your strength is totally isn't. Dope then says to Maro, I got you, you must be the brawn while the girl is the brain. I'm starting to see how all this fits together. He then goes on to, what it seems like at the time, light Maro's arm on fire. Maro goes on to say, hot, but he realizes that it isn't hot, it's actually kind of cold, which is, you know, I hope we get a dope explanation for that. You know, Dopo's technique seems to be interesting, probably has some kind of reverse technique, I don't know, my buddy Pirate Hunter pointed it out, who knows. Dopo then goes on to say to Maro, oh well, the girl's all I need, I guess. The kid's amusing, but I'm not interested in any mere human. I'll kill you right here and now. And then Maro says, alright, this is what I was hoping for. And that's how we end the chapter. So I'm just gonna say this right out the back. Maro is going to definitely get wrecked. He needs to get wrecked. We need to calm that cocky persona that thinks he could just take on and fight everyone. I don't know if I want to say that, considering Maro is looking for like a good fight, but at the same time, man, Dopo better leave this man on death's door. I think we're about to jump into a big arc. Yeah, I think we're about to jump into a big arc. What I think is going to happen is Maro's going to get his ass kicked. He's going to take Urara, and we're going to need to find a way to get back Urara and Hashimi Hime, prevent whatever is about to happen, whatever Dopo has in his mind. Yeah, I think that's where we're about to head. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Hit the subscribe button for more Ayashimon review. This is the first review we're going to go for. Hopefully this does well, or who knows, if I enjoy it, I might go ahead and do another one. Anyways, thank you so much for watching if you made it all the way to the end of this video, and you have an awesome day. Peace.